I'm making this video on how to use Sales Navigator. So first of all, Sales Navigator is up here. If you don't have it, just get the Sales Navigator subscription core version, and then you have, once you're in Sales Navigator, the most important piece you have is the search tool. So you really want to utilize search, right? So we're gonna go over on how to use Sales Navigator search. So this is all the targeting you have. Let's see. All right, let's go remove myself so we can see it better. Okay, so you will have posted on LinkedIn. So that's the first thing I love to do is filtering by posting on LinkedIn. And then connections, you always want to do target only the people that are in second and third degree connections. So there's no overlap, right? That's mainly the objective. And then the industry, right? You want to remove the industries that you're in, what you're doing yourself, right? So here, let's just say I'm in marketing, so I could exclude. I'm in advertising, I can exclude. So you want to just exclude as many services as you want. So when you're targeting here, you want to do it by headcount as well. So depending on who you want to target, you could go self-employed, 1 to 10, 11 to 50. For all intents and purposes, we're probably just going to target 1 to 10, 11 to 50, small businesses. Current job title. So I'm a big fan of also having the seniority level as owner partner, as just because people don't sneak in as much. So you don't have a weird consultant job sneak in. And then you go here with the job titles you want. So you could do owner, you could then do CEO, right? And then you can do founder. Those are usually the three I do it. And then where you really want to look at is over here. That's 520,000 people. So you want to narrow this down further. So you could go now by location. Let's go by location. So United States. So we could go by United States. You can go by the city level. So let's just say, I'm a big fan of doing the city level. So let's just say Tampa Bay, right? Tampa, Florida. So when we do Tampa, Florida, you'll notice it's 934. That's more of what I like to do, because then you could really test out all these different locations without overlapping if you have a team that's doing it. So if you have a team that's doing it, you can have one person in Tampa, you can have one person in Miami, you can have one person in every major city in the United States. And this is how you do it for sales teams, right? You can also go, there's more filters that you can really narrow everything down. So you could do people who change their jobs with a copy, mention in the news. That's another one. You could do more broad and compliment them. Compliment them something along the lines of congratulations on getting the news. I like to do people who posted, because you know they're active. When you're doing your connections and outreach, you want to be as active as possible, right? You could do years of experience. You could also do it by groups. If you filter by groups, you could do it by school as well. But for all intents and purposes, keep it simple. I like to keep it simple. And then the industries you target, you can add your industry. You can also add by keywords. So let's just say you want a keyword by. So you want people in CBD. So there's only 4 people who have the word CBD within their profile. So this one's NFT, probably won't fit. Graphic Empire, Pure Infinity Botanics. So there's only one real company that's probably doing CBD. The other ones are mismatched. So just be wary of how you're using it here. But it's just good if you can find people with a certain skill set or industry type, like e-commerce. So you could do fashion, right? You could do a company that's in fashion. Lady finds adaptive fashion. Satellite augmentation LLC, aviation and aerospace, right? Satellite augmentation. So like that's not there. So you see how LinkedIn has a lot of incorrect types of businesses. So you could do something along the words of apparel, right? So you want to filter keywords, see what's really there, and then you want to pair it with the proper industry. So this, when you do apparel, that actually had good targeting and global intelligence. So you can now do negative terms as well. It's like not consulting. So anyone who has the word consulting on their profile is removed. So if I'm just doing general targeting, I will probably add the word not consulting in here. If you just want to target owners and stuff, you could have just not consulting, and this will improve your targeting here. Which removed about, remember we were at 900, we're at like 600 now just by removing the word consulting. And you just always go through the first, second page, just make sure everyone makes sense, they actually fit. So then when you're ready, under executive director, right? How do you know if the business is qualified, right? You could hover over the company, and then you click on the company name, right? And when you're on the company name, over here, you can visit their website. So if they have a website, this is qualified. This is good. Cool. This fits our parameters. So then this is a company, right? I would want to message. So there's a few different ways to look at it. You can open their profile. And in fact, you can do this for every single one. You can open multiple profiles at once. So it speeds up the process. And then you can message. But I'm a big fan of viewing the LinkedIn profile here, actually on LinkedIn.com. And then while I'm here, I go to more, and then I will go connect. And as you connect, you add a note, and this is where you put your message, right? You put your message here. And if you don't want to connect with them, you can also message them and use an Inmail credit, right? That's another way to do it as well. You can put a subject and type your message here. If you do this, it's great. See these Inmail credits? Use them up. If you're not using them, you should. They're very powerful. You put a subject and you put a message, and it could be longer than a connection message. This is great. But you can't send an email to someone you're already connected to. So I would save that for when you've exhausted the people you want to target, or if they're a bigger person, bigger company, then I would use the Inmail there. And if they have a LinkedIn premium, then usually it's free, but it'll tell you if it's free or not. Here it's not free because it's using one of 150 credits. So this is how you use LinkedIn. The reason I like to go view their LinkedIn profile is because then you'll have all the messages in one spot. Hope this helps.